Good evening, folks, and welcome to Yana Real Therapy. How are we doing tonight, guys? How are we all doing tonight? Welcome to Real Therapy. And we got served up some fantastic games today. Let me just take my glasses off and fix myself first. It's a bit nippy out there. You won't believe it. It looks like autumn out there, eh? It looks like autumny weather out there. That's how it looks. Let me fix up and look sharp. There we go. How are we doing, people? How are we doing? Thank you so much. Proud. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you. My Julie. Thank you very much. Hey, the Germans are on the march. Breaking news. The Germans are on the march. Only in football terms, people. Don't accuse me of any disparaging the great nation of Germany. It's only on football terms. The Germans are on the march. And when they get going, ain't nobody stopping them. Ain't nobody stopping them now. Because they're on the move. They're always on the move, people. I actually thought they played really well against France. And then tonight they capped it off. They did a job on the Portugal team. They did a big up Malcolm. Big up to every one of you in here. Big up to every one of you here. And can we please, somebody asked me in Twitter, can we please all give a round of applause to Morata? Hey, Morata got a goal tonight. He got one finally. He missed a sitter though. He missed a sitter. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. What does Morata and Man United have in common? 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. That's what they do. That's how they do. All of Adonsky. I thought he pushed him, you know. He was a bit of a lucky that goal, you know, because he pushes him, he leans on him before even the ball is there. He's leaning on him. He didn't bully him. He was leaning on him. That's what he was doing. He was leaning on him. And I thought, the other day, another referee, you know, fussy referee might have been like, you know what? I'm not having ya. I'm not having ya. I'm not having that. So, yeah. Pick up Hungary, mate. The French couldn't finish their dinners. So I think we'll start with that first. But, guys, let me know in the comments. Good. Well up. Big up Conrad, man. Big up Georgie B. Big up to every one of you here. Team Germany, man. Yeah. Cologne girl, me. Wow. Cologne. Nice city. I've been to Cologne. Big up everybody, man. Big up everybody. Every one of you in here. Actually, you know what? Why not? Let's have another call-in tonight. Everybody's busy. Let's have another call-in show tonight, eh? Why not? Come and have your say. Let's meet. Let's talk about the game, say. Let's come and have your say. That's what this channel is for. Interacting. So get on here if you're hard enough, if you're brave enough, and let's see what you gotta say. Come on, get on here, people. Come on, jump on here. And while you're there, smash a like on the video, please, so that people can see this video after the stream is over. If we get the algorithms up, more people will be able to watch it. More people hopefully will be able to like the video, get more viewers. We'll build the community. We're building the community. That's what we're doing. But let's get into it first of all. The first game. Yeah, Italy have got a good shout. Musto Gusto. Yeah, Musto Gusto. Italy have got a shout. I don't know with a name like that. You might be Italian, but you know, I mean, let us know if you're Italian. But yeah, they've got a shout. Italy have got a shout. They've got a shout. Yeah, but come on. He was playing with the Portuguese version of McFred. Come on. He was playing with the absolute Portuguese version of McFred. They're even worse than McFred. Love the style. Yo, this is the dashiki. They don't know about my styles. They don't know about me, no. They know about how I flow, how I go. Yay. Africa in the house, people. Dashiki. Nice t-shirt for the weather. As soon as I wear this, the sun always comes out in Manchester. I get this on to get the sun out. That's what I do. Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. My Julie. Right? So we got Aiden in here. Let's see if Aiden get Aiden here. Hi, Aiden. Aiden, can you hear me? How are you doing, man? Oops, Aiden's disappeared. Looks like Aiden's disappeared. Hopefully Aiden will be back. But let's get into it. The French game. I thought France started well. I thought they had chances. But like everything else, if you cannot finish your chances, what happens to you? You will get frustrated. So when you got a team like Hungary who are basically set up to defend, let's see if we can get him back. Aiden, can you hear me? Hello, Aiden. Can you hear me? 1 1 2 1 2. Aiden. Aiden? I can't hear him. Aiden, can you hear me? Aiden, can you hear me? Right, I can't hear Aiden. Aiden, you might want to switch off and
What
then
about
try
it
it.
right now?
All right,
Can you hear me
I
right
can hear
now?
you now. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing,
Yeah,
man?
I'm doing good, bro. How's your day going on?
Day's going good. We're all joined by, here we go. We've got Tom, man like Malcolm, one of the originals, and Aiden. So, Aiden, I'm going to go to you first, man. I thought the chances that they missed, and they took Austria they thought, this is going to be an easy game. So you can see they were passing the ball around. They didn't play with a great intensity. I thought they played with a lot of better intensity against Germany, and I don't think they played with that much intensity against Hungary. And Hungary are very difficult. I mean, they got a full stadium. They're fighting for absolutely every ball. They're not giving an inch. What did you think of the game? Tom, bear with me, please, Tom. Come back in.
Yeah, I know. The way Hungary set up, so they set up as a defensive game. They just wanted to frustrate the France and
Mm-hmm.
wait for a set piece.
Mm-hmm.
So but France, the way they were playing, they were already giving themselves the 3 point.
Mm-hmm.
So they were not respecting it, the Hungary. But Hungary are playing with the spirit. It's not like one thing that most of the time the small teams when they play in a home game, they have that honor
Mm-hmm.
and the
Okay.
determination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I thought, listen, let me just see here where it says proxy. Proxy, you won't be able to, it says here, it's giving me a message saying that you won't be able to connect unless you connect with a mic. They will need to connect to their mic and cam before you can add to the stream. So that's for proxy. Yeah, Aiden, definitely. I think that I think France, you've got to finish your chances. The other team grows in confidence. And that's what we saw in that game in that first half. They grew in confidence and in confidence. And I thought Kim Pepe, it was him to cover. I know he had his man, but it was him to cover. Same to you, Mo. Unfortunately, you won't be able to. It says they will not. They will need to connect with their mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. So both you guys, please try to connect and call back with your mic and cam before we can add you to the stream. But they took it easy, and then the confidence grew, and then they scored a fantastic goal. It must be said. Kimpembe, I think, stops. He thinks Varane's got him, but the guy's already beat Varane, and he should have just blocked the shot. But it was a brilliant finish. Let's not take it away. The celebration was a bit crazy because he went and destroyed the table and frightened the woman. But the celebration was good. Other than that, and then obviously they equalized, and then they just sat back deep, and they were resolute, fighting for every ball. I think there could have been a penalty at the end, 100%. I think there could have been a penalty at the end because he's holding Kimpembe, but the VAR and the referee didn't want to. Maybe they did not want a what do you call it? A riot in that stadium. Well, we got Malcolm, man like Malcolm here. Malcolm, what did you think of the French game?
Well, to be fair, I didn't really see much of it. But I think from what I saw, I think France struggled to, get, finish the game. And I think Hungary, I think they defended well. They, they held that 1-1 draw, very, very, very well. And so you have to give props to them.
Of course.
Yeah,
Respect them, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to say too much about France. I think I think they just had a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, you should take your chances as well. But I just for this result, I don't want to write them off too much. So, yeah, I think that's all I want. I think that's what I can say.
Yeah.
Much.
Did you watch the Germany game?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What did you think about that game?
Whew, man.
They got schooled, didn't they? Portugal
Yeah.
got schooled. They got taken to school, didn't they?
Got their pants pulled off.
No
Yeah,
Vaseline. No
absolutely.
Vaseline. It's strictly no Vaseline.
absolutely. And I think I underestimated Germany just a little bit.
Me
Just
too.
like
I apologize to them when
yeah,
remember on my stream. I apologized to them when France played. I apologized to them. But go on.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, like I think since the World Cup, I think after the World Cup when they got knocked out in the group stages, I think that's when I said that I don't think Germany are gonna get back to how they were how they were in 2014. I think they're gonna struggle um to compete, just to find their rhythm again. But today they showed us, um like what they're capable of. And so yeah, you have to give props to the manager and just the team as well in general. Like
Yeah,
they were in coordination, they knew what to do. They
yeah. Brilliant rhythm. I mean, from a fullback to a fullback. That's what they were doing. We wing back for to a wing back. You know what I mean? That's what they were doing. They were literally had their two wing backs right up the pitch, and almost kind of just being brilliant tactically. They did exactly similar things against France, but it didn't work because France had a better
yeah,
defense than Portugal,
yeah,
unfortunately. But yeah, they absolutely, for me, it was a school. They took them to school, man. The goal of Portugal came from a counter attack, and it was against a run of play. But we got
right.
Mo in the house, and we got a man like Rocco. First, we're gonna go to Mo. Hiya, Mo. How you doing, man? You had a good day?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, man. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Talk to us, man. Oh, did you watch the France game? Or did you
Yeah, I
watch
watched
the
both games. Yeah,
You
apart
watched
from the
what?
Spain game.
Yeah. What did you think of the French team? How they performed today against Hungary?
Yeah, I think that was quite average today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they created a few chances.
Yeah.
Pavard looked suspect.
Yeah. Yeah. They targeted him,
Yeah,
didn't they? They targeted his
yeah,
side, didn't they? There was a game plan to target him,
yeah.
and they got behind him once, twice, three times. They got behind him loads in that game. But what did you think about the goal? What a beautiful finish, after he ran all the way up there. You got to give it to Hungary. They're in front of their fans. Nobody's giving them a chance. And to get a draw against the world champions says a lot. But actually, I was looking it up earlier this afternoon. I was looking up the record when they play each other. And when it's been in Hungary, France hardly ever beat them. France, I'm not beating them. They beat France before.
They're a good team. They're organized. They're hard to break down.
They have to wear them. Part of the boss FC, mate. That's who Hungary
Yeah,
are.
even with the Portugal game, I think it was a deflected goal, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a deflected goal, and it
And
was a
then they
jammy
died
goal,
from
and
there.
then all of a sudden their heads went down, and then it's like if they concede first, it's the kind of team that their heads could go down, and then next minute they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
Yeah.
What about the Germany game? Where you were?
Let's talk about Semedo. Semedo, this guy, man.
Yeah.
He's like Wan-Bissaka, bruv. Can't mark the back post. The back post.
Yeah. They targeted
crazy.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
targeted
think
him.
they should have played a back three, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? They absolutely got targeted. I think their weak points today were the both fullbacks because the both fullbacks attack, and also they're a bit suspect. Samedo's a bit suspect on the positioning, like you said, Wan-Bissaka, and
Yeah.
Germany just switched the play. They're absolute overload, one side, and then quickly switch the play. They're absolutely like Malcolm said, they pulled their pants down, man. Pulled their pants down. No Vaseline, strictly no Vaseline. That's what that was.
Diaz was looking like Maguire, eh?
Yo, trust me, man. Let me say something to you guys. When I was growing up as a kid, watching Germany and watching how Germany played, it was the most dull 1-0 Germany. You know what I mean? They won the World Cup on a penalty, in the final. They beat Argentina 1-0. They were just long ball merchants. This Germany, if you would have said to me when I was a kid, one day Germany are going to school Portugal on how to play football and just teach them total football, I would have been like, no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I think they done it in the 2014 World Cup as well, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
They did the same thing. They took them off the park, and so
Exactly. I mean, it was absolutely brilliant to watch. And if you would have said to me as well, even 15 years ago, that Italy are going to play possession football, pressing in with intensity football, I would have said, get out of here. But that's what they are. Like the footballing world, the traditional teams that used to be super, uber conservative, very defensive, non-technical footballers are now have the best technical footballers and play total football. And the other teams who are cultured are now going pragmatic and defensive. And it's really fascinating. Rocco, welcome to the stream, bro. I'll come back to you more, Malcolm and Aiden in a minute, guys. But Rocco, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
How you doing, Rocco? Can you hear us? Yeah, you good, bro? Can you hear us?
Yes,
How you doing, man? Yeah? What did you think of the game?
Yeah, I'm good.
What did you watch both?
Well,
Did
I
you
watched
watch
both. Yeah, I watched both. Yeah, the France and the first game, France and Hungary game, I actually thought France was unlucky because they had like 4 chances. Like Mbappe had a like wide open header that he missed, and then Benzema he missed that chance, and then Mbappe had another one-on-one that he missed, and then Dembele came on and he hit the post as well too. So I thought they were kind of unfortunate, but then again they didn't do enough. So they didn't. I don't think they controlled the game. Like I thought it was slow. Like it was way too slow. Like they played into Hungary's hands a little.
It was in the heat, to be fair. It was really hot, to be fair to them. It was super hot. I mean, it was, you know what I mean? They kept having drinks breaks. You know, that's how hot it was. But you know what? You got to give it the spirit of Hungary holding on. They're no way as a quality of players as France, but they gave everything. They gave absolutely everything. And at the end of the day, they deserved their point. France didn't take their chance. That's why I said France didn't eat their dinner. They didn't finish their dinner. Once you don't finish your dinner, you're going to be hungry again. And we're hungry to defend today. They were just like, nah, we ain't getting fed like Portugal fed us. We are hungry.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to fight till the end. That's what
Their fans were crazy too. There was this one camera angle that was showing everybody jumping from like the top row to like everything. I thought the stadium was going to collapse for a second. I was like, they were all jumping at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's one of the most passionate fans I've seen in the competition so far.
Hey, this is the only full stadium we've seen other than Denmark. What other stadium have you seen?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you have to give them the flowers for, you know,
definitely
coming in and encouraging their team. Yeah.
100%. I think now Germany with that, I think Germany could be one of the favorites, and I could see Germany winning the group. If Portugal and France draw, I think Germany beat Hungary. I think Germany could win the group, and then maybe France and Portugal will have to be that second and third best place third team.
I think all of them will go through, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they could go through. Yeah.
I think France won that game easily.
Yeah.
I don't rate
Spain,
Portugal
though.
at all.
Shocking.
Yeah, and then let's come on to the least but last. I mean, I made a big thing before the tournament saying I didn't give Germany a chance. But I had to apologize after what I saw. I thought they were super impressive against the French, and I had to apologize. But let's go into Spain now. Let's talk about Spain, people. Like, come on, who's gonna start with Spain?
I can start if you want.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Man, I don't know what to say. Like, to be fair, I think Spain, you know, all I can say is they struggled. They struggled to. I think they struggled to, you know, create chances. You have Morata, who's.
Can we give him a round of applause, please? Can we just give him a round of applause? He scored tonight. He finished with the center at least, and then he missed the center.
I mean, he did score today. You know,
he missed 2 sitters.
That's not question, but I just feel like, I know from what I've seen, at times he's low on confidence, and so if you give him like an easy chance to score, he hesitates, or he takes so much. Sometimes he takes too much time on the ball, and then they give defenders time to get on him. So I just feel like I don't think he should. I don't think. To be fair, to be honest, I don't think he should have played up top today. I think Enrique should have try and rotated the squad a little bit, and maybe either bench him or play him somewhere else. But yeah.
Okay. Aiden's gone. Mo, what did you see? What did you think about Spain? Yeah, I think Malcolm, I agree with you. Should have freshened it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mo, what do you think about the Spain game? I thought it was a very
But
intense
for me,
game.
man, Thiago has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thiago has to play, man. I think he's their best player. So at least bring him on as a sub. You know, what I mean, to not bring him on, it's just such a shame, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What did you think about Renato Sancho? I thought he was, when he came on for Portugal, he was the best player for Portugal by far.
Yeah, even last game.
Yeah,
I was saying he should be starting today.
Yeah.
He changed the game against Hungary when he came on too.
Of course, and did you see and him and that the Bala who came on the right hand side? He was one of the person that changed the game as well. But I thought, what do you think about Portugal playing with two holding guys that are almost useless as McFred? I'm looking at Bruno. Somebody asked me a question about Bruno.
Yeah, both shit. I swear.
Somebody asked me about a question about Bruno, saying Bruno's not turning up again in the big game. I'm like, you know what? You gotta give Bruno a chance, man, because
there's no pen for him there, man. No pen.
Bruno's gone from McFred to the even worse McFred. So worse than McFred, and it just shows you these mans are not helping at all, and it's so.
I want to see.
Yeah. It's absolute joke. Guys, we're going to come on to Man United in a minute because we're going to have to look into the Man United news, Man United related news. But yeah, Rocco, what did you think about that game? The Spanish game.
I don't rate Portugal at all. The Spanish game. The Spanish game, it was a tough night for the center back. I thought Pau Torres was average. Like I think like out of all the times I've seen him today was like one of his worst games. And then, today was a tough day for Man City center backs, too. Like, Diaz, today he was horrible. And then today I see Laporte getting bullied. It was just a tough game for Spain. And then Spain, they've been like this for a while. Like, they play they tried to play like Man City, tiki-taka, here we go. Like, they tried, they too many passes. They don't go, they're not direct enough. And then that's what happens. Like, they don't create enough chances in time. They end up just not getting the result that they need.
Yeah. I mean, it's an internet against the world. Just put Pereira and Carvalho versus McFred. Who's going to win the battle?
It's got to be Pereira and Carvalho.
I think McFred will give them a game. The way I saw those two, like honestly, like little slugs moving around the pitch today, I was like, oh my god.
At least McTominay can score around the box.
Yeah, he looked lost.
Yeah, they look lost. Listen, we got Mo. We got another Mo in the house. Mohammed's bless them in the house. Mohammed, welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me on. I was watching the Spain game.
Yeah.
And Danny Murphy goes. I was watching the Spain game, and Danny Murphy goes, "Oh, Spain need a Mason Mount." And I'm like, this is why England will never ever win a World Cup or a European Championship, because it's stupid remarks like that where the media hype the English players up to an extent that they're better than they are. And I know you guys are touching on the Portugal and Spain game. On the England game, what I saw yesterday was a team that will never, ever win a major tournament. They don't have the bottle. They don't have the style of play. And it's absolutely dreadful. Boring football. They will never win a World Cup. Guarantee it. It's been 50 years. 50 years. And you got these commentators like Danny Murphy and Lee Dixon and whoever they are. I don't know what game they're watching. I'm like, you're not good enough to win a World Cup. Simple as that.
Yeah. Well, we'll never know. You know what? We'll never know. Maybe
I guarantee they won't win a World Cup. The guy doesn't even. Jadon Sancho was sitting there for 90 minutes and he didn't even play. And someone should tell that manager, Gareth Southgate, who's a loser, he's a serial loser and a bottler.
Listen,
this guy can play. This kid can play Sancho.
Mo, you've not heard on this channel. Somebody blessed him with a name, Ole Gunnar Southgate. That's what he's known as, bro.
Oh no. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is Ole. Don't even compare him to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will teach this guy how to manage.
Wow.
Oli.
Listen, at least he makes substitutes. At least he makes the does make substitutions. For me,
but Rashford don't play up front though.
Taking off Foden. Foden was the guy. Scotland were getting tired at that time.
Yeah.
Foden was the guys who tried to unlock something, but it didn't.
I just want to ask everyone's opinion on here. Sterling, I think Sterling, I was watching him play, and he doesn't have an idea. Yesterday, he was going around in circles.
Yeah.
Did you see when he tried to dive?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
To be
Listen,
fair,
this is
he
not
should have
England. We're
got a
talking about
penalty. That was a
the
penalty.
Portugal game. Did you watch any of the games today? Did you watch the French game? Did you watch the Portugal-Germany game?
The Portugal-Germany game was amazing. And if England do qualify, and if Germany finish second, I think England will play Germany. I will just forfeit that match.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know how it works. Because they'll get annihilated by Germany.
They'll get a
I don't know about it. Listen, we've got we've got a Scotsman here, Stephen Kramer. Let's big up, man. Let's big up. Listen, I think England were in decent opportunities, but they couldn't get the final pass. But you got to give it up for Scotland with a heart. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
They were like, you know what? They can never take the freedom away.
No, never.
That's what they were on, man. They were on some Scottish shores.
McTominay, by the way.
McTominay started quite. He was quite nervy, giving it all away and stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought he finished the game really well. One time Scott was taking the ball to bed. He was having a little lie down in the 6th round. I was like, Scott, come on, man. Listen,
He played a centre back where he really plays, you know. He played a centre back.
Killing you, but you don't need to run up with a ball and sleep next to it. I don't know what he was doing there.
And he played a centre back.
You know what I like about the game yesterday? When I was listening to the commentary, you got Lee Dixon, who was very boring and mundane, and you got Ali McCoy saying, "Come on, man, you got to love the passion of the Scot, and you got to love Ali McCoy." And that's what I love about Scotland, and I got to love about Scotland. It's the heart, the desire. If England had 10% of what the Scottish had, they could have done well. And I'm not being I love England because I was a massive supporter of England. But then in 2004, I realized that this ain't going nowhere.
No, listen, Mo. You can't. Once you support a national country or a team, you can't leave. You know what I mean? You can't. You cannot leave, bro. You've got to support. You got to support the team. Come on.
I do support them, but
now when things get difficult.
Imagine
if I said to you now, I'm not. All United fans abandoned Ollie now, eh? What would you feel about that, eh? How would you feel about that?
No.
He's abandoned Ollie anyway.
But
Ollie, I think Ollie sometimes is Ollie out. Honestly, I'm telling you with his decisions as well.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But listen, I want to come back to Rocco. Rocco, what did you? How did you get? Are you all England fans? By the way, are we all England fans?
Yes.
Mo, are you on England?
Yeah, look, I love England. Look, I remember. I don't know if anyone. I know everyone's young enough here. I remember Euro '96 was my favorite tournament. I was a kid then, and I was heartbroken. That game was heartbroken, and obviously '98 I was heartbroken. 2002 I was heartbroken. Nuruddin, excuse me. In 2004, that's when I started changing.
Hey. There's no secret coffer on this channel, eh?
He's
coughing with his chest out.
In 2004, after you 2004, I started changing a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. After 2004, you were like, I'm done with this. Let's get Rocco. Rocco, England, Scotland. What did you think about that game yesterday? Since Mo brought it up, while we're there now.
I thought England were lucky to come away with a point. Like I thought.
Okay, wow. Yo,
I thought they were.
You guys are all bashing England, man. What's going on? I thought England were a bit unlucky.
Scotland had the opportunities. Scotland had the better chances. If Shea Adams, remember at that on the right back by Luke Shaw's side on that back post, if he didn't mail that to the third row, he could have won.
Well, you know what? To me, the Germans have finally turned up. I think,
I don't think we'll see Jadon Sancho in this tournament at all. I don't think Sancho is going to play at all. If he doesn't play next game, if he's not going to play next game, then why would Southgate throw him in like without any match fitness into an elimination game? Like I don't see Sancho playing at all. Like.
Mm-hmm. I genuinely think that I think England. I think Tuesday England have to freshen up the team. Honestly, I wouldn't. I think I would bring Harry Kane on. I wouldn't start Harry Kane. Me, I would give Calvin Lewis a chance.
Yeah.
I would make sure I'll start with Sancho.
I think
You know what I mean?
Bellingham on the bench.
Well, to be honest,
Bellingham should have started. Bellingham should have started.
Bellingham. I mean, Phillips. I would have took off for me. I would have took off Phillips yesterday and bought on Jack Grealish from a central place earlier. What I would have done is take off Kane, put Sterling as a false 9 because he's got a bit of pace. At least he can try to run back and put Rashford back on his favourite left-hand side. And then you know what? I would have even maybe took one of another midfielder, right? And put just go for it. And put Foden inside and brought Sancho in. That's what I would have done because I would have been like, we're at home, we need to win. Let's go, people. You know what I mean? Go full attack.
Where they're playing, by the way, against Czech Republic? Where is it, by the way?
Tuesday.
I think it's Wembley.
Is it Wembley? Is it Wembley?
Yeah, it's Wembley. Yeah, England got all it.
With Harry Kane, he's not playing role, but there's a guy that I know that plays. He's quite good. His name is Mason Greenwood. He could have taken Greenwood.
Nah, he's injured. He's injured, bro.
Is he injured?
I think Greenwood pulled out. I don't think it was going to be taken anyway. Guys, there's 40 of you in here. There's 40 of you here. Please like, subscribe to the channel.
Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Come on.
Smash the like. Come on, people.
But having said that, though, Henderson is injured. Rashford is injured. Maguire is injured. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, to me, Sancho's not injured. So Sancho should have got minute. And I would have brought on. I mean, Foden to take off Foden. Honestly. I would even if you would have wanted, we could have took. Okay, so Mo was saying before about Sterling. Take Sterling off.
Take Sterling off.
Put Foden as the false 9, right? Give him that free roll, and then bring Sancho on the right hand side. He could have done that, but he didn't. He was a bit too conservative, and sometimes that can cost him. That can cost. But anyway,
football, yeah.
Imran, Umrah Chowdhury, big up, brother. Please take care of these absolute wallads. Absolute pagans in here. Yeah. Take care of them, man. They're just jumping on here, right, on the channel. So absolutely. I live in there. You know what? Honestly, I must live. Us as a community live in their heads rent free. Absolutely. They're paying our bills. They're paying the gas bill. You know what I mean? They might even save up for a holiday for us to go to, guys.
Tell them watch their batty.
Yo, they got to wash more than their batty. They got to wash their heads. And I mean, inside, I don't mean outside, inside their head, they need that washing. Trust me. Listen, guys, there's about, like I said, there's 40 of you in here. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please like and share on your social media. Let people know that we're live. People are here having a say. Mo, I'm going to come back to you. Mo number 2. Mo without the photo. Mo, look, going forward, who do you think has impressed so far? If you had to put your money on it, put the house on it, you know what I mean? Maybe throw in a dog or the cat as well. Who do you see now? I think this team can go all the way.
Do you know what, Nurin? I'm gonna go with the Germans. Their style of play has really, really impressed me. The France game, they were quite unlucky, but this game, the style of play is very, very nice. It's got a nice tiki-taka feel, but it's got the high press. The Germans look good to me. They might be the dark horses, the Germans. You can never count the Germans.
Yeah.
I'll put money in the Germans.
I think for me, it's between Germany and Italy. I don't think France have impressed me yet. I think they've still got another gear to go up. And then,
Yeah, okay. That's it. That's really interesting. I
think Germany, Italy final. I'm calling that now.
Okay. What about you, Malcolm?
Man. It's kind of sticky at the minute, but I would still say Italy. I mean, some people are saying, "Oh, but it was just Turkey. They beat Turkey." I'm like, they play good football. Like they literally dominated. Italy from Turkey from both games. And so
but remember, guys, in a tournament football, it's not like a league game or a cup game in with clubs.
Absolutely.
Tournament football, it's not about how you start; it's how you finish.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's about how you finish.
You don't want to pick too early.
You
Yeah.
don't want to pick too early, man. You don't want to be picking too early. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mo, without the photo, what do you reckon, Mo?
Is it me?
Mo without the photo, yeah. Mo without the photo, no. Mo with no photo.
Oh.
Who's your team? Who do you think is going to win? Can win this tournament?
Germany and Italy, bro.
You said Germany and Italy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Rocco, what do you reckon, Rocco?
I think it's still France. I think they still have too much experienced
Yeah.
players, too much experience to just.
Italy are dark horses. Like I say, Italy. I put Italy as like a dark horse, but even though France drew against Hungary, I still favor them to go all the way.
Don't forget, with France, with France in the 2018 World Cup, they started off slow and then they built up and they were unstoppable. Like they gave Argentina that midfield of Pogba, Kante, and Matuidi absolutely destroyed them.
Oh,
and those two,
you know this France team. I mean, they're missing Matuidi. I'm telling you now, they're missing Matuidi.
Yeah, Rabiot shit, man.
Absolute guy will put a shift in. Literally put a shift in.
What do you think of Rabiot?
Yeah.
No.
The best performance against the world for me so far has been. I've been really impressed with Italy, and I have been impressed, even though they lost the game to an own goal against France. I've been super impressed with the Germans because I didn't give them any hope.
Yeah.
And they had me apologizing to them. I was apologizing to them after the French performance, and I said that they will beat Portugal. I already called it. Absolutely called it. But guys, I'm hoping that all you guys here are United fans. Oh,
yeah.
am I right? Am I right to say that?
I am.
Of course. Yeah. Well, you never know. You could be. You could be one of those.
Question though. Before
Listen. You could be one of those Liverpool fans who wants Ollie to stay for another 40 years.
No. United through and through, man. United through and through.
I'll let you up.
Dagger through my heart when I hear those people calling me. It's a dagger through my heart.
Big up, man. Big up Moto with no photo, man. Yeah, big up everybody. Big up every one of you guys in the comments and every one of you who come and dialed in. So somebody was going to ask me a question, sorry, before we move on to Man United.
Yeah, it was me. What's your opinion on the three at the back? Because I'm starting to like it now.
Three at the back?
Yeah.
For Man United?
Quite good formation, you know.
Three at the back?
Just in general.
You know what? Usually, traditionally, the teams that used to play three at the back they would usually have a centre half that was almost like in American football, so like a quarterback. Somebody who was so good on the ball. Someone like, the original Beckenbauer was so fantastic on the ball. I remember times Ruud Gullit used to play there. I remember somebody like who used to be the number 10 for Germany in the 90s. He was one of their best players. He was the one that actually threw away his medal after we beat them in 99. And he could play. So they had. If you had
Oliver Bierhoff.
No. He was a striker. No, I'm talking about number 10. Oh, I forgot his name. But it'll come to me. It'll come to you in a minute. But so you had that is sweeper. So if you had a good sweeper, sometimes people played with back three. But usually, when teams play with a back three, it's that they don't trust their two centre halves, or they want to dominate. They want to. If they got really good two good full wing backs, they're going to determine them more in the midfield. So they don't want to be outnumbered. So sometimes those wing backs will tuck in and play as a 4. So it'd be like 3-4-3. You know that kind of formation?
Yeah, the Chelsea one, yeah.
Yeah, like 3-4-3. So that's how that would work. So it depends, but generally lately in the last decade or so in football, the 5 at the back has mainly been for defensive reasons. It's because you're not comfortable or you don't trust your two centre halves. So that's why you put extra player in there to help and support. So it depends. I mean, Glenn Hoddle played it with England. He was the last manager actually to play it with England, other than before Southgate. I remember Southgate playing it in some of the qualifiers. England can play 3. I think Man United. I think the best formation that would suit Man United is 4-3-3. I think we got Bruno and Pogba to stay, and Bruno, I think all we need is a guy to sit. It's other than having McFred. So to me, it is. Yeah, I think for certain games you can play it. I think you can play for certain games and certain time of the season if you've got injuries and stuff like that, you can. But as a rule, I like to see Man United play 3. I think the best teams dominate the ball, and the best teams that have control of the game, who are dominant, who've got technical footballers, it's in midfield and in the field. So 4-3-3 for me is my favourite formation, and that was Ollie's. Mo with an Ollie photo. That was Ollie's before Ollie went to McFred.
That you know
Anyway.
what? With that formation, just to touch on that, we were amazing, Nordin. That formation, I remember we were beating. We were, and then I don't know why he changed. He changed for some reason, and then he went downhill.
I mean, he changed mainly because Herrera was such a brilliant. Herrera was brilliant on the pivot.
I love the tenacity.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
We didn't appreciate him. He's such underappreciated player.
He changed when he put pen to paper. That's when he changed.
Of course. Listen, and I think mainly I predicted it. I don't know if you're in, but I predicted it. After the Tottenham game, that's when he went with McFred. McFred came out for the Tottenham game, and that's why he stuck with it because I thought that the day after, Ollie thought he was going to get the sack. I'm telling you now, no word of a lie. He was shell-shocked. He was absolutely shell-shocked. And he was playing Pogba when Pogba just recovered from a corona.
Yeah, that's correct.
You know what I mean? Pogba was still in the days with the corona. Anyway, guys, you know that we are absolutely Comedy FC. You know that, don't you? You know what I mean? We know that we are
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central, Comedy FC. Job for the boys' business. And I can only see this summer, I think Man United need 100% need 4 players that go into that first team.
Yes.
Right? We're going to be struggling to finish top 4 next season.
Yeah.
As I said on yesterday, this is the most important transfer window for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If those Muppets don't deliver him the players by next season, halfway by next season, he's gone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go around now. I'm going to go around from the top. Malcolm, give me 3 players that you like to sign to Man United.
Well, Sancho's the number 1 because it seems that we are. He's the only player that we're close to signing, and then I'll go Varane, and then I guess I would say an Ndidi.
Okay,
I like Ndidi, and I feel like we need a class DM. You know, someone that's good in the ball. I can also do a job in defending. So yeah. So
you wouldn't go for Locatelli?
Locatelli, I mean,
Sassuolo. He plays as a holding guy.
Yeah. He's a good player, but you know, I feel like, I mean, I don't know about Donny. I don't know about Donny, you know.
Yeah.
If Donny leaves, then I would consider getting Locatelli, but considering
his agent came out just to let people know. Donny's agent came out and basically said, no, Donny's not going anywhere. He's already spoken to Portugal. He's starting next season. He's not going anywhere. But I'll go from there, and I'll go to. Is it Mo without the photo, or is it Rocco? It's Mo without the photo. Mo, who's the 3 signings that you're making for Man United this summer? If you were a director of football.
For me, I would sign Varane, Locatelli, and Sancho. If not Sancho, then I'll get Neto from Wolves.
There we go, man.
Or Rafinha.
Yeah, or Rafinha, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That this chasing, we're only chasing Sancho because he is on social media. He's a young lad. He's got, you know, the sponsors would like him. That's the reason why we're chasing him. And I think the reason why we're chasing him is because Pogba will probably leave, because Pogba's only got 12 months left. He's not going to renew. I think he's going to renew his contract. To me, I'm not going to lie to you, it's very controversial opinion. I think Pogba's time was done. I think Pogba should have left last season. But obviously because of the Rona. But he would, because I think Pogba deserves to play in a team that has got better players other than McFred surrounding him. And I think soon Bruno will leave as well, because these guys are not Man United fans. I'm sorry to say. Soon as things go back to normal with Barcelona and Real Madrid, I'm telling you, these guys will be going. because Man United is to compete for top 4. That is the only reason. That's the only time we ever sack managers, and that's the only time that we asked about what's going on. But anyway, listen, big up. Actually, you know, I want to go back to a little bit. Stephen Kramer. Let's talk about it. Stephen Kramer asked me a question and he said, Luke Shaw is not better than Teeny or Robinson. If you watched last night's game, I agree. Teeny was brilliant. Robertson was brilliant. And Luke Shaw is the first start for England in a competitive game ever in a tournament. So I thought he did well, but I thought Scottish players looked levels above in terms of their grit, their determination. And I thought Teeny was fantastic tonight. I always rated Teeny. I was like, Man United should go and get Teeny and to fight as a left back with Luke Shaw. But they never listened to me because Man United don't do that. I was saying Man United should go and get Van Dijk when he was at Celtic. I was telling all my friends, this guy has got brilliant attributes. All he needs is good coaching. I said he's quick on the pace. He's got fantastic recovery pace. He's fantastic on the ball, passing left foot, right foot, hitting those diagonal balls. He's aggressive. We need this guy. No, nobody listens. And people are like, Celtic centre half. Why would we want that? Well,
with the problem with Man United, is we can't scout players if our life depends on it. We have to always get the most obvious signings. I don't understand why Man United can't unearth like nice gems. You know, why do we have to always get to be linked with the Varans, the Sanchos, and why not once in a while get a player like
Fergie used to have good scouting. Fergie unleashed, obviously.
Prime example, Hernandez was a fantastic.
Hernandez, Vidic. You know, Evra was well known because Evra went with Monaco to the final of the Champions League and Porto beat them. Jose Porto beat them, and Evra was one of the best left backs in Europe at that time. But obviously, it took him time to settle into the style of football in this country. But here we go. Stephen Kramer saying, Mr. Strock, can we please talk about a man like Bruno? He's a fraud. I don't think Bruno's a fraud. I think Bruno's shattered. I think he's fatigued, and I think you have to put legs around Bruno, but he looks absolutely shattered. He played something like 60-something games last season, and he looked leggy. And that's why Pogba got taken off today as well, because Pogba looked leggy as well. So it's because our players, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer overuses the players and absolutely burns them out. But anyway, I'm going to come to Rocco. Rocco, who's your three? Who's your three that you will sign for Man United?
I take Koulibaly. I think he still has Koulibaly has like 3-4 years left in the tank. And then I'll take I'll take Rafinha over Sancho. But I think Sancho, if he comes and then he fails, I think he could still resell. So I think for that reason they'll take Sancho because he can still resell for a higher amount. And then for a CDM, I'll take Ndidi because I don't actually rate Rice. I think he can't dictate the play passing wise. All he does is go sideways. He's just a stronger, he's a better McTominay, but he's not an Ndidi. I'll take Ndidi.
You know what? Actually, Ndidi sometimes I don't know. Maybe Leicester don't give him the ball, but you know what? The only thing I would say, Ndidi is not as good as on the ball, and I think there are better CDMs that are better on the ball, like Locatelli. Locatelli is amazing on the ball, man. Absolutely ball.
What I would say about that is if you got two proper eights, I don't think you need your six to be you don't need to be dependent on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just want to see somebody who can pass through the lines and who's press resistant. And at the moment, both Fred and McTominay are not press resistant, and they can't pass. They can't pass anything to save their lives, honestly. Other than when a team presses up against us, they can play the ball over the top. I've seen them both do it. But that's why I would say that our tactic, if any team comes to press us, that they might as well commit suicide. That's when Man United tactics come out because we get the ball forward.
Yeah, quickly. We saw it against Leeds.
Yeah, we saw it against Leeds. We saw it against Soledad. We saw it against Leipzig. You play high line against us. It's good night, Vienna. Good night, Vienna. Good night. That's what that is. Trust me. That's what that is. So it's the way. I mean, Rice. I think I thought he was overhyped. So the season before, I was like, nah. This season, I thought he's like a real leader. And West Ham, he played well. But yeah, to Rocco, 100%. I really like Koulibaly. Koulibaly is only 30 now, and I think he's a leader. I think he's somebody strong and reliable. To me, I do not want Varane. Sorry, I don't want Ramos. I would take Varane, but I do not want Ramos. Ramos, you might as well.
Would you pay 80 for Varane or?
Nah, nobody's
you know
paying
what?
80.
We paid 80 for Maguire.
On a
You know what I
winger.
mean?
But he's got a 1 year on the
1 year
contract.
left.
But I'll pay it though.
Yeah, no. You know what? You can listen. You can get it down. You can get it down to about 60, I think. Real Madrid Real Madrid. You know what? Real Madrid is still bitter. They're still bitter. The fax machine messed up. You know what I mean? And they didn't get David De Gea, so they're still bitter, aren't they? Bit better. Yeah. You know what? Comments here agreeing with me. Locatelli. I was talking about Locatelli about a season and a half ago, nearly 2 seasons ago, because people kept telling me what midfielders we're not going to get midfield. I was like, okay, I'll do the research. I went and did the research, and I was talking about Locatelli, saying I think this kid is a baller, absolute baller. You know, I was talking about Frank Kessie. I was talking about Locatelli, and I was another player actually I was talking about. But where did he go? Did he go to Milan? But he's not played this season at all, and I forgot his name. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Oh, I forgot his name. Oh, I'm forgetful. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. I'm quite
surprised
tired,
Milan let Locatelli go. They could have used him right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you mean. You're talking about Locatelli. Milan owned him. Milan owned him, and I don't know what happened. They let him go. Now they're regretting it. They're regretting it. But all of you saw the photos that him and being Old Trafford.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a dream come true. Like, come to the what? But that's what I'm saying to you. I mean, how can I even try to get a player like him and say welcome when we've got zero structure, when we've got Mickey Phelan and Michael Carrick as coaches? You know what I mean? What does that say? And Lee Grant as a coach. You know what I mean? Goalkeeping. We're just when I think about it, it hurts me so much.
Job for the boys. Job for the boys.
Did you come up from this comments?
Listen, I called it job for the boys business. That's what we are. Jobs for the boys PR business.
I've got my list.
McTominay's comments on Carrick and Feeling.
What do you say?
He's like talking about like, oh, I don't think you guys know how the level of coaching these guys are. Like this guy.
Wow, Scott McTominay. Listen, Scott McTominay. You know what? Doing a stand-up comic. You know what I mean?
I can coach Scott McTominay passing it backwards. It doesn't take long to pass it backwards and sideways. You don't need coaching for that.
You know what? Honestly, backwards and sideways.
Seriously.
Backwards and sideways all day. And Spain was doing a bit like that. Actually, Spain was doing it sideways. You know what I mean? Sideways. The little bit when I was watching Spain tonight, I was like, you remind me of something. Oh, shit, you remind me of Man United. What the hell is going on here? Just like pass. No, not even going. See how Germany passed today? Germany, the difference between that level of football. So Germany copied the Spanish way of playing, right? The aggressive, like absolutely pressuring the team, playing all the way like halfway line, squeezing the game. But all the passes Germany played today, even if they were getting it wrong, they were going forward. Players were coming off their markers and getting it to feet and playing quick 1-2s. And Spain, give it out wide, recycle.
Yeah, they play like Bayern Munich.
Yeah, recycle the ball, FC, mate. That's what Spain were doing tonight. Guys, it's been an absolute. So I've got one final question for you.
Nuri, can I give my list before you go? Can I give my list of who I get?
Yes. Oh, sorry, I forgot. See, you know what?
I've got my list. My list would be for defense, Varane. I would tell if I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'll tell. Look, I want these three as my defenders. Yeah, get me Varane, get me Jules Koundé, or get me Koulibaly. I want those three. That's it. I don't want get me any of those three, but I need one of them. CDM, Bissouma. He'll cost you 30 million. Get Bissouma or Ruben Neves. Forget Rice. Rice will cost you 80 million, but you got to be realistic. Rice is going to cost you 70, 80 million. Is it worth it? No. Get Bissouma and Neves. Someone to sit in there with tenacity, break up their play, and then know, someone that can pass the ball. Bissouma, I've seen him, is amazing. Bissouma on Neves, that's it. Sancho on the right, and then if they can't get a forward from somewhere, maybe I don't know, just pick up a bargain somewhere. I would not touch Harry
Alexander
Kane.
Isaac.
Yeah, get him.
Listen, you know what? Hey, you know what? Very good player. You know who I also like in this tournament? Sabitzer for IP Leipzig. He played for.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He plays for Denmark.
There's a lot of bargains to be out there, you know. If we just do our shopping and we can be smart. But obviously, this football club is not smart, has no structure. Ed Woodward, yeah.
Okay, fans give me the.
Ed Woodward.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Go on, Malcolm.
Yeah. No, you can continue. You can continue.
Oh, thank you very much. Ed Woodward uses Football Manager, yeah, to buy his players. He saw Cavani. He goes, "Oh my God, Cavani's on the free. Let's get Cavani on the free." He's thinking of 7 years ago. This guy uses Football Manager to buy his players. He's a fraud. He's a criminal. He's a banker, so he must be a criminal.
You know what? Big Ron, thank you so much. You're part of that community, brother. You're part of that community. Every one of you in here is part of the community. It's not congratulations to me or to anybody. It's a congratulations to the whole everybody here. Therapy Army is you. Go on, Malcolm.
I just think like it's kind of like your mom, yeah, gives you like the shopping list. she gives you everything on that list for the groceries. Then you buy completely opposite.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I think that's why I do on a daily basis. My mom goes, "Buy me this, buy me that." When I come back with a shopping, she goes, "What is this?" That's what I buy.
Yeah,
that's my.
Listen, I don't know. It's the coaching, and then you know what? I look at some of our players. I think when they play for their national teams, they look all right. Some of them look decent. Like Fred is playing well in the Copa America, and he looks decent. But it's just. I mean, it's just the coaching, and honestly, you know what? I would like Ollie to do well. There is not one Man United fan that does not want Ollie to do well and Ollie to win the league. That would be the dream, ultimate dream for Ollie to play in the Champions League, to you know what I mean, to walk out a Man United team onto that pitch as the manager in a Champions League final. But I'm sorry to say, if Ollie doesn't change his coaching, then we're going to be back to Fred and McTominay, Fred, all the games that we were just absolutely. I've got no hair to pull. That's what Man United have done to me. Man United have done to me, guys. This is Man United. I've done the last 9 years.
I personally think he gets sacked.
Honestly,
if he doesn't change the coaching.
Our fixtures? Have you seen our fixtures?
Yeah.
October, November, March.
Boy,
could be done by early November.
Yeah, he could be.
And I don't want that. But that's what I'm saying to you. I'm never in the Ollie in, Ollie out debate. Because the biggest thing is that I know the bankers who are above him have absolutely zero. Every one of you, Malcolm has a more clue. Rocco has a more of a clue. Mo has a more clue. The other Mo has got more of a clue. The comment section have got more of a clue. Everybody who's a United fan has absolutely more football IQ and football knowledge than they will ever have.
Can I be?
I don't know if all of us will be competent when it comes to spreadsheet.
Do you know what my personal opinion is next year, Nuruddin? And I think you can put a serious bet in. I think he gets sacked by November, or he makes the end of the season, or he gets sacked. My personal opinion is the next manager is going to be Pochettino. I think this time they're going to be like, no, we're not going to let this guy slip through. We want Mauricio Pochettino. They've been after him and after him and after him. Yeah, I think the PSG one. I think he doesn't stay. I think next year he leaves PSG. I think
it's going to be Wayne Rooney.
No, God. I think it's going to be Pochettino. My personal opinion, and I think a lot of people are saying it's going to be Pochettino. The reason being, they need to get the big YouTube. They need to get the fan base on side after Ollie. So they're going to be look, we're going to get the next big thing, which is going to be Pochettino.
We're not getting Poch, man. He's getting Donnarumma, Hakimi, and all of them. So
no, but I don't think he says that PSG. I think when Man United come for you, you don't say no.
Well, I don't know, but listen, I don't know. You know what? That's a point. That's a really interesting point you made, Mo. And I think it's a really interesting because Pochettino was kind of flirting with Tottenham, going back to Tottenham, because he wanted to get at least 2-3 year contract out of Paris Saint-Germain. And at the moment, I think they're only giving him a year. He's got another year and a half, maybe. So it's going to be very interesting. But it looks like the Qatar Paris are backing him. You know what I mean? They're backing him this summer. So it's going to be a very interesting summer. What do you think of Marquinhos? Would any of you take Marquinhos? I would. I rate him. He's one of the best goal scoring centre halves in the world.
And he's a leader. He's a leader. He's a good leader. That's what I really like about him. Like, he's a leader. The way he just leads that. The way he led the PSG team to the Champions League final was absolutely incredible. And
not for me.
The players are out there. The players are out there, guys. If Varane goes there, I think they like Kimpembe. I can imagine Kimpembe, and I mean I'm butchering his name, and Varane playing as because they both played together for France, and I think most French people would see that. And I think Marquinhos, unless they move into midfield, even though they're going bought with Gigi, but Gigi. The bottom. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you all. So I'm going to give you your last words. I'm going to start with Malcolm. Malcolm, go. What are you hoping from these Euros? And remind the viewers who you think your team's going to win it.
Well, yeah. So anyways, so far it's been a really good tournament. You know, been a lot of surprises. You know, honestly, I'm looking forward to the rest of the stage
tournament.
Yeah, the tournament, and so I still back France to win, but I'm not gonna slip. I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna sleep on all these other teams. Like Germany, Italy, and So I'm hoping for a really really good rest of the tournament. And so
Okay. Here we go. Mo with no photo. Mo, talk to me. You've already told me Italy, I think. Did you tell me Italy or Germany? Is that what you told me before? But what are you hoping from the tournament? The tournament actually has been the most goals scored in all of the Euros. So let's hope that continues.
Yeah,
let's hope that continues. Yeah. So go on. Your last word on the show tonight, Mo, with no photo. Tell us what you reckon. What do you reckon about Man United? What you reckon? What you hoping for Man United? What you hoping for the Euros? Mo with no photo. Can you hear me? Oh, he can't hear me. So
Germany,
let's go.
Italy, bro.
Germany, Italy, and what you hoping for Man United? Do you think that do you think we should give Murto and the new structure a chance to prove us all wrong?
I just hope we make the right signings because we never do.
That's it. That's all we can do. Hope FC. It's the hope that kills you. Mo with a photo. Talk to me. What are you hoping for the Euros? And what are you hoping for
my personal opinion for the Euros is, first of all, the England game. I want to see Sancho play. I want to see this kid play now. With England, I want to see them play better football and just go for it now. No more sitting back. Just go and try and win the tournament, which they won't. I think my personal opinion is I think France and Germany are gonna. I think Germany and France are gonna be the two more favorites to win the tournament. What am I expecting from Man United? Nothing. I don't expect anything from them. 8 years. It's been 10 years. I don't expect anything from them. I just watch the games as a normal fan, and then I go to sleep. That's what I do. That's what I do with Man United.
You're a bit of a sadist. If I don't mind me saying, you're a bit of a sadist. You watch the game and then cry yourself to sleep.
That's it. That's the best thing. Or you don't go to sleep and you sit down in your bedroom walking about saying, "Oh, if this happened, if that happened," and then all of a sudden you're in a mental hospital doing this. You go mad.
Yeah, Kimpembe. That's it. Some big run is telling me Kimpembe. There we go, big run, man. Josh King is available. Majuli, please don't do that to me, please, Majuli. Please don't tell me Josh King is available on the
I'd rather bring Eduardo back, trust me.
Please. You know what I mean? The United fans are like, get Kane, get Haaland.
Josh King.
And then, you know what I mean? Man like Ed Woodward was like, let me leave a parting gift to Man United fans. Josh King, get it. 5-year contract. Oh, God. That would hurt me. Listen, And then Rocco, you're the last man on the call tonight. Please let us know what you're hoping from the Euros and what you're hoping from Man United.
Yeah, in the Euros, I still expect France to win. I think today was a wake up call. Like today's game really humbled them, and I think this will be the game that they needed to like wake up and like 'cause they know that if they don't win this tournament, it's gonna be like an like embarrassment, a failure. So they need to they know how important it is. So and also like I just want to give like what do you guys think about the VAR so far in the tournament? Like,
yeah, you know what? It's been a lot more efficient than it is in the Premier League. 100%. They've got quick, fast. The decisions have been quick.
It's very
They've not
quick.
dilly-dally. There's not been no dilly-dallying. But tell us, what do you think, Rocco?
yeah, I thought for the most part it was good, except like two occasions, like that penalty that Croatia that went against Croatia on the corner when the player got elbowed. I think that was really harsh because like, how are you supposed to jump? Like, if you can't use your hands to jump, like to get momentum. But other than that, I think VAR's been good. So yeah, the tournament's been really good so far. So hopefully it continues like that, exciting games. Like
Yeah. Are any of you watching the Copa America as well?
yeah.
It's too late for me. I have to go.
Yeah, it's too late. Man like Mo's got to go to work in after United depressing.
Well, if not,
Well,
no, if I stay up too late, my parents go, we do that this late.
Exactly. There we go. Man, scared. And you know what? You don't need England will do that to you. England are like sleeping tablets, man. I'm telling you now, the hardcore sleeping tablets. You don't need, you know what I mean? They send you early to bed, early, nice and ready, tuck you in. Oliver Southgate will come down, tuck you in himself. You know what I mean? He'll do it to you. All right. You know what? Big up Scotland. You know what? Stephen Kramer, definitely. What about man like Sancho? You know what? I do like Sancho, but unfortunately, I'm like all of this time we're wasting time. We could have signed Rafinha. We could have signed Neto. We could, you know what I mean? These the players we could have signed, and then we could have spent the money. For me, the money needs to be spent on the CDM and on a centre half, a quality world-class centre half. But anyway, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure tonight to have another wonderful call-in tonight and to interact with you guys. This is the community. It's yours, honestly.
Thank you for having us on. Thank you for having us on. We appreciate it.
So every one of you legends who rang in, big up to every one of you and big up to everybody in the comments. Because we cannot do this without you guys. It's about you. It's about our interaction. And like I said, it's about honest, raw, real opinion. That's all it is. That's all it is, you know. And that's why I called it a therapy, because it's a therapy because we're talking. When you're sad about something, when things stressing you out, you need to be able to let it out. Yeah. That's why this channel is the way it is. It's the therapy army. We're in therapy. We have to talk to each other. We have to sometimes take the mick out of each other, because that's what we have to do, because we have to laugh. We can't cry. You know what I mean? We cry sometimes, but we have to laugh as well.
But you know what? I would love it. I would love it if United win the Premier League. Can you imagine everybody celebrating with United winning the Premier League?
Oh my God! Listen, that'll be the dream. But some man like Tom rang in last night, and Tom said, "Who would the Glazers?" And I totally agree with him. He said, "Do you think the Glazers are more bothered about winning the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers than they are winning the Champions League or winning the league with Man United?" And that's what it is, people.
But you know what, Noonan? One last point about the Glazers. If they were smart, you know what they could do? If I was the Glazers, I say, look, I just want my dividends, yeah? So you know what I'm going to do? Get good footballing structure, people, and get them to know about football. Do your dividends. And they say, look, here's 150 million every year for your budget, and use man's, run the club properly, get a good CEO, and get good footballing structure and take it from there. But these Muppets are just going to employ their clowns.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. 100%. 100%. You know what? They could triple that dividends money.
Yeah.
But they're so thick, they don't have a clue about anything. That's why it's heartbreaking, because they just see the club as a franchise. That's why they wanted to get involved in the Super League. That's why they wanted the architects. And it's just sad. And we know that Edward was going to be replaced by Richard Arnold.
Job for the boys.
Job for the boys. His friend from Bristol University. Who would have thought, Bristol University graduates will ruin Man United? What have they got against us at Bristol, mate? What have they got against us? Why? Please tell us
How
why.
the hell did they employ this? How did Ed Woodward get employed by Man? Why would you take a guy from a marketing to all the way to the CEO of the football, who doesn't know anything
Because he
about football?
worked his way up, bro. He helped. He was working for JB Morgan.
Yeah,
and
he's the finance the deal.
Yeah, he helped them to take over. Hostile takeover. He helped them to take over. And that's why he's been allowed, given all that power to do what he wants with Man United. We do what he wants. And that's why he brought in his two best buddies, Matt Judge and Richard Arnold. and I mean, Patrice Evra was telling you, agents were ringing Patrice
Yeah, he just pick
Evra.
up the phone.
That's it. Anyway, guys, we don't want to go on the last one there. Fantastic football today. Let's hope for more fantastic football from the Euros. Germany, super impressed for me. They're pressing, the tenacity, the energy to pass the ball forward. And I'm happy for man like Havertz, because I told people years ago, some of you might even heard me on the Straight Jacket podcast on Saeed TV. Big up Saeed TV. Big up for Mr. Aaron UTD and Mr. Aaron's channel as well. I remember me saying, Havertz he's one of the best young players in Europe. And people were like, you were telling us this guy was good. And I said, listen, if Michael Ballack and Özil had a baby, it'd be Kai Havertz. Trust me, in terms of footballing, if there was a footballing marriage, it would be, to me, he's got the guile like Özil, he's got that left foot touch, and then he's got the finishing of Michael Ballack. Ballack was just an aggressive, fully powerful guy, but when Havertz gets stronger and gets more muscular, people are gonna bounce off him. Trust me, he's still young. He's still really young. But when he feels out of it, he's gonna be an absolute.
I think 2 days ago.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, peace, love, light. Keep it locked to the Therapy Army. Have solidarity with everybody around the world, especially with the Palestinians who are absolutely getting subjugated and humiliated. All day, free Palestine all day, every day. And we always say, win, lose, or draw. Glazers out. We always are Glazers out. So please look after yourselves, everyone. Thank you so much, Malcolm. Thank you, Mohammed, and thank you, Rocco. Peace, love, and light, and thank you for all of you for the interactions. Big up, Majuli. Big up yourself. Big up a man like Umar Chowdhury in here, who's been one of the mods, keeping it tidy, keeping it light. But peace and love, guys. Peace and love.
See you later, guys. Take care.
Tomorrow night. Okay, take care.
Nice evening. Take care. Bye.
Take care.
Okay.